Welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight is a glorious day. Bill Cosby to be released from prison after conviction is vacated. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Bill Cosby has been released from prison. His conviction has been vacated. I'm going to read you this quick article, then I will make commentary afterwards. Bill Cosby is to be released from prison Wednesday after his conviction was overturned. His publicist, Andrew Weil, will be picking him up to leave prison within hours, Weil confirmed to ABC News. Cosby was sentenced in 2018 to 3 to 10 years in prison for allegedly drugging and sexually assaulting former Temple University employee Andrea Constead in 2004. Last year, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court agreed to hear 2 points in Cosby's appeal to overturn his 2018 sexual assault conviction. One was the omission in trial of prior bad acts. Witnesses in Cosby's 2005-2006 deposition. The appeal agreed that the trial judge erred in allowing Cosby's prior deposition about using quaaludes during the consensual sex encounters with women in the 1970s at trial. The second point was written agreement from previous Montgomery County prosecutor Bruce Casper not to criminally prosecute Cosby in the Constant case. Castor had testified that while he was district attorney, he promised Cosby he would not file criminal charges if the entertainer would testify in civil lawsuit. Constant filed against Cosby in 2006. Cosby testified during 4 days of deposition by Constant's attorney, and the civil lawsuit was settled for more than $3 million in 2006. Prosecutor Kevin R. Steele later brought criminal charges against Cosby in 2015 after succeeding Castor as the county's district attorney. The two courts, including the 3-judge panel of the Pennsylvania Superior Court jurors, had previously refused to overturn the comedian's conviction. Despite the deluge of accusations against him, Cosby has maintained he never engaged in non-consensual sex. The Supreme Court not only released Bill Cosby, they vacated his conviction, which means they cannot prosecute him on any further charges. This shows you the type of man that Bill Cosby was. He was not buck-broken by the system. He stood tall, never apologized. He said he did nothing wrong. But I want all the celebrities who came out against Bill Cosby, who mocked Bill Cosby. I want to hear from that punk-ass D.L. Hughley. I want to hear from Mark Lamont Hill. I want to hear from Michael Eric Dyson. All those who have attacked Bill Cosby over the past years, those like Jay-Z and others who have made snide remarks about Bill Cosby, will they come forward and apologize to this man? And I just heard Ron Coleman of NBC News say that Bill Cosby assaulted 58 women. Now, you know damn well he ain't assault no damn 58 women. And don't tell me about Bill Cosby had power in the 1970s. No black man had power in the 1970s. If Bill Cosby did all this and these women were violated the way they said they was, they would have drugged Bill Cosby into court and gave him 30 years back in 1970. So that was all a lie. This was all a setup to destroy this man's name, destroy his legacy in front of the black community like they did Michael Jackson. See, now they can't hang you from a tree. but they can destroy everything he built over his 80 years of life on this earth, being America's dad. They did the same thing to brother Michael Jackson, and many more are to come. Now you got Gloria Allred and the rest of her crew on the air bitching already that Bill Cosby's conviction was vacated. See, the truth shall come to light, and it came to light today. But there's so many like Mr. Andrew Wyatt, another YouTuber like Nicole's View, and so many others who stood by Mr. Bill Cosby and his beautiful wife, who said that he was wrongfully convicted, and he was. And the Pennsylvania Supreme Court has just said that Bill Cosby was treated wrong. But you know the mainstream media will not show any signs of apology towards Bill Cosby. They will go on attack. You will see your coons on MSNBC, the channel you love so much, and on CNN attacking Bill Cosby, saying he's going to be a danger to society. Bill Cosby has fortitude. He's a man of principle. Either if you disagree with him or not on what he said about our children, he stood tall against a system that tried to buck break him. A system, when they said he went in front of the parole board, they said, if you apologize for the crimes you committed. Bill Cosby said, I didn't commit no crime. I will stay in jail for 10 years. And that's just what we have to learn. Stay on cold, be strong, not weak. They railroaded this man, and everybody knows it. But I want to see those who wish, by attacking Bill Cosby, that they will get crumbs off the master's table. Will they be made to apologize? Will they be canceled by this community for what they have done? We have to make sure that these Negroes who sided with the white supremacists against Bill Cosby, they should be punished. And all these feminists, these so-called black feminists who tie and wrap their arms around white feminists, knowing that their true goal is to destroy the matriarchy in the black community, to destroy the black masculinity in the black man. And that's something that Bill Cosby showed through this whole ordeal, that he was a masculine black man. He was not a beta male. He was an alpha male, and he stood strong against this system of white supremacy. Don't come to me talking about how you feel today, because y'all know damn well when y'all went into that room with Bill Cosby that it was on. Don't sell me this bullshit. Cosby showed us as men, if you stand on principles, you stand on the side of true justice, that you will be vindicated. And he was vindicated today. One of the happiest things I'm going to see is watching him being put in the car by Andrew Wyatt and coming out of that prison in Pennsylvania. Because they thought while he was in there that they would break his spirit, like they have done so many other black men. But Bill Cosby's spirit wasn't broken. He gets to go home and spend the rest of his days with his lovely wife. And I know the man that Bill Cosby is, he won't sit back and be quiet. He will come out against those who came out against him, those who put this all in place to destroy his legacy. And those who turned their back on him, like Oprah Winfrey, a woman that he taught business practices, and so many others that he helped, putting them through schools at Spelman, Meharry, University of Pennsylvania, and Temple. Bill Cosby is not the man that they have portrayed him to be in the mainstream media. They do this all the time. You see how lately they have been trying to destroy Martin Luther King's legacy, Malcolm X's legacy, and many others that happen to be black men. See, they have to destroy the masculine black man to bring in the unmasculated man. See, you'll never hear anything about these punks like Little X and with Billy Porter and all these Andrew Gillum and all these little other punks that's running around out here. But Bill Cosby was a man who said, no, I will never admit to a crime that I did not do. This woman received $3 million and they still came after him. And because of the $3 million does not mean that he admitted to a crime. Michael Jackson gave $20 million to a family, and Johnny Cochran told him, give him the money so the case will go away. And that's what most rich people do in these cases. Instead of going through a whole civil process with depositions like Bill Cosby did, they usually pay the so-called but not victim off. That's why so many people sue rich people, because they really never want to go to trial. They want to get paid off, because rich people would just like everything just to go away. Bill Cosby should be applauded for staying on code. Bill Cosby should be celebrated by black men for being strong. And Bill Cosby should have some apologies coming to all those coons out there who wanted him in jail. You will see in the next few hours, in the next few days, you will see all these so-called liberal friends of yours, these progressive friends, these so-called social democrats of yours, come out and say some of the most vile things, and it will sound more racist than any Republican or conservative that you ever heard against Bill Cosby. So I want to hopefully see who's going to stand strong and fight back against these people who are going to speak out against Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has done more for the black community than some of these so-called rich, likable Hollywood people have ever done. He did it for black people. He did it for a legacy. He did it so we can move forward as a community. He believed in education so much, he gave hundreds of millions of dollars to schools so our community can be educated. He put on programming on TV so we can look up and be proud of who we are, even though some of us disagree that it wasn't real. But most things in most people's mind are not attainable, and they're not real unless you see it. Then you can achieve it. I'm tired, but today I'm going to celebrate, because a black man who should never have been in prison is going home free, and we should be extremely happy. And for those black people who are going to be on MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, and whatever news you can think of, and who are going to side with the white supremacists, y'all can kiss my ass. Because you was never on a team. You was never on code, and you'll never be on code. You'll see what people will do for a check. They will turn on their own, even though the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania has not only released him, but vacated his conviction. I want to thank you for listening to Black Psych. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.